Okay, so we had the fight. Finally, the dust has settled. We have some clarity in this division, 135 pounds within the UFC. Petr Yan versus Cory Sandhagen gave us everything we wanted. Answered a lot of questions from some grappling of Petr Yan. How good is his technique going to be against another high-level striker, against another guy who moves well, and a guy like Cory Sandhagen. Sandhagen did everything that he could on a short notice event and gave us a fun fight, probably a classic for the bantamweight division, especially for title fights. High level, super technical. Not sure if Cory was going to find a way back into the fight after round 2. Because after that, it was pretty much all Petr Yan from that point on. Yan did some really good things where he was cutting off the cage, keeping that high guard. He does a really, really good job with just using that left hand parry, keeping that right hand tucked to his chin, and he'll just walk you down, and eventually it's like a slow death for most of the guys. Because I feel like, at least for the guys that he's fought so far, you can even say myself, because the fight was getting ugly. But again, that's neither here or there in regards to what I said in terms of how I felt that day going into the fight. People can say whatever they want. I'm just giving you the honest truth on how I was feeling going into that. Look at my other performances. Pedro Munoz, look at the output that I had, breaking the record at the bantamweight division in a 15-minute fight. Come on. There's no way I should have been tired like that. But I'm just giving you guys the facts. If you don't want to believe me, don't believe me. If you want to think Yan was just kicking my ass the whole time, think Yan was just kicking my ass the whole time. I just hope you put the money on him when we do unify these belts, because I'm going to be a happy man. And you might not be so happy, because I bet on myself all the time. With that being said, he did a great job walking him down. That defense, like I said, is very, very tight, very technical. He does a good job of looking through the eyebrows, just touching slight parry. So every time you throw a jab, he just catches it. Catches it nice and clean where almost nothing gets by. When Cory started to do a good job of like trying to step in with the elbows, I was like, this is a little bit too late, but it's a good idea and it's a good thing for other people to see. Even myself, I was like, oh, that was actually pretty crafty of a switch up, but it's kind of late in the fight to try to go that route at this point where you don't have much pop on your punches or much juice left in the gas tank after a hard 20-minute fight and you still have the last 5 minutes left to go. Sandhagen cuts him off. He attacks the body with those clean body kicks. Cory trying to poker face it a little bit, play the game of, that was nothing, kind of showing the abs like, yeah, I could eat that, I could take that. But eventually those wear you down. Just think about like a Street Fighter video game or Mortal Kombat. That energy meter, it chips away. Eventually, you can't just keep taking those free clean shots to the body like that. It does something to you. Other than that, I thought Cory did a great job for what he could on a short notice fight, 5.5 weeks. And just full disclosure, we do have the same manager. I can't remember exactly when I texted my guy and told him that I wasn't feeling too well in terms of training outside of one round, fatiguing physically, not like cardiovascularly. That was great because I do my biking stuff, but it's just like the nerves just weren't doing what they were supposed to do in terms of firing back. Now, people get mad at me because they said, I ducked by getting a surgery late when I shouldn't have gotten surgery. I'm like, dude, this was a long time coming. Win or lose for the 10,000th time, I was going to get to surgery. Win or lose. But it ended up being a DQ and I got the belt. So, yeah, I got the belt. And I'm going to get a chance at redemption to do it all over again. And I'm getting pay-per-view points. So I'm happy. I won with his stupidity. To be mad at me is to be mad at your champ. Your interim champ, that is. I can be so villainous when I want to, But, again, Yan fought a beautiful fight. I got the surgery. Still need a little bit more time. I'm aiming for January, February. I did text Sean Shelby, who is the matchmaker, right after the fight, and I said, January, February, ? He said he'll let me know more on Tuesday, and I said, okay, cool. I'll be in MSG. Obviously, the UFC 268 is this weekend. I'm going to be there. Hopefully, we get to talk it out and put something solid together and really get on the same page so that we can all get ready to unify this belt and give the fans the fight that they deserve. The two best guys in the weight class really going at it at their best. Not one guy coming in half of a shell of himself at, I don't even want to say, like 50, 60%, gassing out after 5 minutes of combat. That's not good. I want to give you guys a show you deserve. Yan and Sandhagen, they delivered. That's what I want to do for you guys. I've been doing this. I'm here to entertain. I love this. And no matter what people want to say, whether they want to say he's a clown or whatever, remember, this is a series of events. After the fight, left the belt. It showed up at my house. My friends took it out. Well, no, I actually took it out the case. They wanted pictures with me with the belt. They posted it. Again, I didn't post the belt. But because I started to get attacked by the fan base, and then Yan switched his tune real quick, realizing that he's a dirty freaking fighter, and start saying I was faking. I'm like, wait, so you throw an illegal shot, you know how hard you threw the shot, and all of a sudden I'm faking? I'm faking. That makes a lot of sense, buddy. So I faked throwing up too? Okay, cool. And again, for the doctors out there, CAT scans do not tell you if you have a concussion. It reveals if you have bleeding on the brain. That's what they were checking for, or other stuff if you're looking for like tumors and other stuff like that. But knock on wood, everything came out good, and I was good to go. Texas Dana, I want the rematch immediately. But as I started to train, atrophy in my arm, so that was the worst that this injury has ever been. So I had to get it taken care of. You get a knee surgery, people, or shoulder surgery, people are expected to be out for 9 to 12 months. Why is it that a neck surgery, which controls all my limbs, everything from turning, from shitting, not shitting on myself, not pissing on myself, to do all those things, why is it expected that I should be back in 6 months? The doctor cleared me to start a training camp at the 6-month mark because everything should have fused in terms of the bone, the density getting harder, looking at the x-rays, monitoring how thick everything is, making sure it's all in alignment with all the other bones and other disc. We're good to go now, baby. We are good to go. That extra time, it meant the world to me. And for me to get back and get my health right so that I can compete again, because I want to do this for a couple more years. I want to make some more money. I don't want to cut my career short by coming back too early and just risking it all. Not even just the fighting, just risking my quality of life. So I hope you guys can understand that. Even the guys that talk shit, like, you guys always talk shit to me and I always entertain it because I'm just, people think I'm crazy, but I just entertain it anyway. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the nice, I just like to engage with the fans. So hopefully you guys don't take that as, I guess, weakness or living rent free. I don't get it. Like, I can understand if it was somebody who doesn't engage and they're like all of a sudden getting really pissed off, but I'm not like that. It's a fight game. We're gonna fight regardless. At the end of the day, I'm the champ. For Petr Yan to say that he doesn't want to fight me, I think it's ridiculous. Let's be honest, it's ridiculous. Unless he doesn't want to unify the belts, then he's gonna have to, or what? They're gonna strip him. And the irony in that would just be hilarious. But again, I don't think he's that crazy. I think this is a very big fight. I think it's a fight that a lot of people want to see, and they want to remove all doubt, and they want to get through the next chapter. So this is what we have to do to make sure the best division in the UFC gets moved along in the right direction, whether it was with Aljamain Sterling, myself, or Petr the Chito Yan, So I'm excited for this. And like I said, Yan looked good. He looked brilliant. Both guys came to fight. They put on a performance of probably one of the best bantamweight title performances we've seen in a very long time. Super competitive. No guy giving up an inch. One guy obviously getting stronger as the fight went on. But obviously, again, Cory took the fight on short notice. And like I said, my manager probably told him maybe around that 6 week, where I know was officially was off, where I saw Cory Sandhagen at the fights. It was on a Saturday. It was about 5.5. It was 5 weeks. 5 weeks. But 5.5 weeks was the point where I was contemplating pulling out. And yes, I pulled out. So when I saw him on Saturday, I think they already started asking him, but he was training before that. But for him to kick it into high gear from a 3-round fight to a 5-round fight, that's pretty difficult to do. But the fact that he was able to even keep that pace for that long, is super impressive. Super impressive. And again, you could say Yan was wearing him down, but again, it's still technically a short notice fight. But at the end of the day, there's no excuses. He had enough time to prepare. And I don't know if how many more weeks would have made that much more of a difference. Maybe he would have lasted longer. Maybe the way he fought the first round, he could have done that the second and the third. Maybe. But we'll never know. At the end of the day, Yan was the better man that night. Cory had no excuses. He came to fight, showed his grit. Again, two high-level guys. The best division right now, if you ask me, I think, bar none. I mean, you could say 155 is up there for sure, of course, obviously. But in terms of skill, pound for pound skill, look at from the champ all the way down to 15, even outside of that. This guy's on 3-fight win streaks, 4-fight win streaks, knocking people out 3 times in a row in the first round, second round. Those are dangerous people that are not even on the radar yet. This division is ridiculous right now. So, again, I'm super excited. I can't wait to get back out there. Congrats to both guys. Again, Peter, congrats to you. Unblock me on Instagram so I could talk some shit and tag you and stuff again. You know, that was fun. I kind of missed that. I would like to do it again. You know, let's build a fight. I want to get under your skin. Even though I might not get under your skin, because you seem to be more like me in terms of letting it kind of just roll off your back. But I'm going to try anyway. So, Danny Rubenstein, if you're listening, tell your guy to, or should I say Danny Rubenstein, take his account and unblock me so we can let the fun begin. Evil laugh, Q. All right, so other than that, man, I actually had to re-record this because I forgot to hit the mic and I used the MacBook mic and I was so tight. But this was the most important piece that I want to make sure you guys get out, but I want to make sure the quality was listenable. Was listen ready. You know, I didn't want you guys to have to hear an echo in the room and everything. I want it to be super crisp, super clean so you guys can hear all the words and all that. And again, I'm excited, man. Whether it's going to be January or February, I'm looking forward to this rematch, and I can't wait to remove all doubt because, again, people doubt me all the time. They doubted my striking. They doubted my ability to take people down. They doubted me against the up-and-comers. They doubted me after I got knocked out by Marlon, and I always come back. Look at my past performances. When do I ever get tired like that? The only other time I got tired like that is against Brian Caraway, where I did 3 workouts the day of the fight like an idiot. You know, so it's like, you know, I kind of shoot myself in my foot with certain things, but you live and you learn. I can't wait for this fight again. Like I said before, Yan's got some good tools, but I think Sandhagen showed that you can take him down. And I posted a clip to my Instagram story showing where I got overzealous trying to hammer fist him instead of just passing the guard, settling it into top side, controlling the legs, not letting him stand back up. And that's because I just really got someone riled up and just wanted to inflict pain after I took him down that easily in the first round. Again, I didn't get another takedown after that. Obviously, I know I got ragdolled. You got ragdolled. But we'll see. Because if Sandhagen could do that, and trust me, I have all the more confidence in the world. Like I said, Yan plays the long game. And for a guy who's dangerous and can end the fight with grappling, that's a tough game to play, especially when the guy is very good at taking it back. So I like my chances in the rematch. I can't wait for the rematch. But until then, I'm going to get my body right. And until then, you guys stay safe. And don't forget to hit that like button. Drop a comment who you think is going to win this fight in the rematch. I'm not sure when it's going to be. But again, I'm going to talk to Shelby. We're going to figure this out. I think I can finish him in 2 rounds. I really do think I could even scum him for 1. But we're going to see. So, as always, if you like my shit, subscribe to my shit. Or spinning back fist, baby. Peace. See you guys later.